Hi, I'm Lynn Jackson, co-founder at Connected Families, and this is Chad Hayengay, one of our licensed marriage and family therapists. And we're here today to have a conversation about why kids misbehave, and specifically, what's going on when they are just demanding our attention. What can we learn from that? So, Chad, what are your thoughts about why kids misbehave and demand our attention?
Well, usually a behavior has a purpose, and that purpose comes out in lots of different ways. Our belief system is kind of what drives our behaviors, and our kids early on are trying to figure out what their belief system looks like, and they're viewing the world around them, and they're trying to understand it and get a better sense of that. And so misbehavior oftentimes comes from a belief system that isn't quite on the right track yet.
And so what might a child that is demanding attention be believing? I mean, he's getting negative attention usually for it, and so why would a child do that?
Yeah. Usually the belief around a child that's misbehaving through getting undue or negative attention is a sense that the only way that I'm significant or belong is if everybody's focused on me. If the world is revolving around me, the spotlight's on me, then I'm okay.
Oh, okay. So that's why a child can be playing nicely, and as soon as the phone rings, it's like, oh, now I'm aware that the attention is not on me, and that creates an anxiety, and I'm going to run over to you, Chad, grab your pant leg, and daddy, 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 and drive you nuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that parents will most often feel when their child is trying to get attention in negative ways. They'll feel annoyed. It'll almost be this sense where you just go, you are driving me crazy. You ever been there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, and this is an important thing to look at, too. It's like, what are the parents' beliefs that are driving that crazy feeling in their heads, that annoyance? And, it's a belief of, my child should not be doing this right now. And somehow, I may be a bad parent because they're even doing that.
Yeah.
So if we take a step back as parents and look under the surface and go, okay, my child thinks I'm really important. They love me. They want my attention. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So Lord, what's the opportunity here to help my child grow in a way of asking for attention in a better way?
Yeah.
So have you had some experiences with that in your family?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the things that our kids learned early was that if they were to do something overtly disobedient, they would get our attention, undivided attention even, and with lots of energy, right? We would just give them all this energy for this misbehavior. And so we worked at helping our kids have a language for what they needed. So they could actually say, Dad, I need attention. And this is something that we're teaching our 4, 5, 6-year-old kids to ask for what they needed. And they were even able to identify that sometimes they would do things that weren't so good, and they would get this attention, but they could just ask for it, and we would give it to them. This happened to me 3 times. My daughter came up to me and said, Daddy, I need your attention. Daddy, I need your attention. Daddy, I need your attention. And the last time she said, Daddy, I need your attention. If I don't get it, I'm going to have to go do something bad. And I went, oh,
Let
right.
me give you some
Hi.
attention here.
Yes, right.
Yeah, so that was awesome. So she was
Yeah.
learning to articulate her needs in a good way to get them met, which is a great skill for an adult relationship. Yeah, we did the same thing with Daniel. I can remember him saying, I need some attention right now. So what a helpful skill. So let's just close with some practical applications here. Number one would be for parents to take a look under the surface, what's going on with them, and how can they be okay even when their child is not? How can they look at this as an opportunity? What's another practical application?
Well, I think being able to have your child have an expectation that you don't give attention on demand. So because my child is demanding my attention is probably something I want to pay attention to and say, well, how about if you set the timer for 2 minutes? And when the 2 minutes is up and you can ask for my attention respectfully, I would be happy to give it to you. It would be great. Now we're teaching our child a skill.
So when they come and they ask respectfully for attention, you can give it immediately. And if they're demanding and doing something that is not a helpful behavior, then you can also teach them delay of gratification and wait for that attention. Sure. Another thing that we found really helpful with our kids who loved attention was to give it to them in really big ways when they were just doing nothing in particular. Jim would have this thing of just going up to a child and going, I feel so strongly about you, which was just totally goofy and dumb, but it gave them this big download of wonderful, happy attention. And then we were able to talk about the different feelings that we have when we receive happy attention or unhappy attention. And given the opportunity for happy attention, kids will pick that one pretty consistently.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, any other thoughts about applications?
Well, I think the bottom line is understand that your child's belief system is at play and that you are helping them formulate those beliefs. And anything you can do to just encourage them to get what they need in helpful and respectful ways will be a good start.
Great. Thanks for joining us today.